What up though, folks? Today we are going to be doing another mod to the Jackson Warrior that I have. Today's mod is going to be an EMG TKO Killswitch. I've put these into guitars before, but I'm going to be doing the setup a little bit different. So this will go in a little bit different, but we'll go over it as we do it. To get this started, we're going to need a few specific tools. One, the kill switch is usually a little bit wider than an import guitar's knobs, or the potentiometer holes in your guitar. So we're going to need a file. I do not recommend trying to drill it. I recommend filing it myself. We're going to need something to take the pots out that we're going to be replacing with the kill switch. We're going to need a screwdriver to get into the back plate of the guitar. And you're going to need the kill switch. And that is it for tools. Maybe a rag for wiping any of the wood shavings off of your guitar, and having a vacuum nearby to clean up your mess when you are done would also be a good idea. So I'm going to set the camera angle up where you can see what I'm doing, and we'll go over everything, and I'll show you the directions as well. And we're gonna put a kill switch on a guitar. So the first thing we're gonna want to do is remove the back plate off of our guitar here so we can see what's inside. This is a set of EMGs already, so this is a solderless kill switch installation for EMGs. So it would go in a little differently than if you were soldering one in. General concept remains the same. If you're holding the switch down, it cuts your guitar signal. When you're not touching the switch, your signal freely moves through the circuit. Eddie Van Halen, John 5, both use them a lot. Buckethead uses them. So what we want to do here is we've got our battery, which we're going to remove out of our way. And we're going to try and get some of these wires where we can see them a little better, and figure out which one of these is our input jack. And that's the important one, but first we'll take a look at these directions. So we'll get this open. Comes with one that goes to your input jack, but you can use the one that's already coming from your input jack. You do not have to use this one. And then the plug itself, or the pot itself, the kill switch, which is just a momentary switch. And then you've got an extra jumper cable should you need it. Now this is wired with two volumes, one going to the neck and one going to the tone. But what I'm going to do is remove the one that's going to the neck and put the kill switch there, and this volume will just work as a master volume then. So that's the plan for that. So we've got how this works. So the kill switch will actually get plugged directly into the output jack, and then the guitar's master volume or tone will go directly to the kill switch. And then the selector from the hub that is in a set of EMGs, which is the velcroed block that you get, is what's going to go to that. So we've got bridge in, bridge out, and then your output is here. So this is my output jack. I got to step in here for a minute, because after going over the directions in my head and looking over the wiring, I realized that I wanted to make a diagram to show you guys so you could see exactly what I had to do for this particular setup. Everybody's setup might be different, but this diagram here only gives you one I did something different than what that shows, and you may be doing something different still. I did something different on my Les Paul. So I made a diagram. I'm going to show it to you here on the screen so you can look at it. It's going to be right in this area somewhere. I'm hoping right here. We'll see how the editor does. I'm the editor, so we'll see. And that is the wiring that I'm going there, that I ended up having to do to complete this project. I'll show you the other major step that you'd have to do is opening up the hole once you have the wiring ready. So here I will show you how to open up your guitar's hole. All right, now that you've seen how to open up your guitar's hole a bit wider, we've got the components back where we want them. I went Killswitch, toggle, volume, because if I'm strumming, it's kind of hard to accidentally push a button down. This is usually down anyway, but it's out of the way there, and I don't use the volume much for anything anyway. It usually is all the way up. So let's check the different things we did here. We want the volume to control both the neck and the bridge pickup. So we're on the bridge pickup. Turn it up. Okay, so we know that works. We'll check it here. So that works for both. It is a master volume. That's with the diagram I showed you earlier. And then now we want to check that the kill switch works for both pickups as well. And it works for both. So we did an A+ job. As long as you go slow while you're doing the filing, you shouldn't see too much issue with chipping paint or anything. Just take your time, clean up as you go. And I think it's a pretty easy, fun project to do that gives your guitar something that not everybody has on their guitar. And it was a fun one, and I enjoy using it. Thanks for watching.